Welcome to Beaver Dam Park. We really appreciate everybody coming out on the coldest day of the year so far. Anyway, my name is Mike Reiser. I'm Director of Recreation Parks and Community Services for the Township of East Brunswick. This was a project that Mayor Brad Cohen, I think, when he first took office, had on his list to kind of get to, and we're very excited today to open this property up to the public for passive recreation. Without further ado, Mayor Brad Cohen.
Thanks, Mike. Of all of our presidents, there's only one that stands out as the one who was by far the most interested, and his goal was to ensure that we provided for our children a nature at its best. Who was that? Theodore Roosevelt. And in his own opinion, and many of us who have followed, he felt that the job of a leader of any nation is to, besides making sure that you protect its existence from war and any threat, is to preserve the nature of the land so that you could provide to your children the land and the world that's better than the way in which you found it. And I think that that's really what our goal here, obviously at a much lower level here in the township, was to do to those of us that have lived here, and to take a property which is a Superfund site. It was an old paint factory which had unfortunately destroyed a good portion of the land by burying and having chemicals that seeped into the ground and into some of the waterways, to turn that back once it's been cleaned to the place that it belongs, and to try to preserve it and leave it in the way in which it was before that was there. And it's a testament to everybody involved. The EPA, who's here today, I see Pat. We've been working on this for at least since I took the mayor's position 5 years ago. The DEP, the township, and everybody that's been involved to get us to where we are today, to return it to our children, to use it for passive recreation. And it's been a lot of work to do that, but I think when you take an opportunity and walk around the property here, you're going to see land, nature that's been relatively undisturbed for the last 40 years. There's vegetation, there's wildlife, there's so much that at the end of the day, you have to never bet against Mother Nature, because no matter what you do to the property, Mother Nature always wins, and nature will take over. And you're going to see a lot of that here today. So it's with great pleasure that we bring this park to the township, give the responsibility for its management to the Parks and Recreation Department and the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. They could figure out with our EPA and DEP partners exactly when it's going to be used, how it's going to be used, what can and can't be done here. But it's a pleasure to be able to give it back to the residents for their use. Also want to point out people here today who've helped us get to this point. I have Assemblyman Sterling Stanley from East Brunswick, Assemblyman Robert Karabinchek, and Council President Sharon Sullivan. Also want to give a shout out to somebody who would have loved to be here and have done that under his mayorship, but took us a little time to get there. But a big shout out to former Mayor Bill Neary.
The vision for this park was entirely East Brunswick's, and we worked closely and cooperatively with them over the years to make this happen today. As I'm sure you all realize, bringing the development to fruition at anywhere is difficult, but doing so on a Superfund site poses a whole host of additional challenges. And so we needed to make sure that the work was done in a way that would not interfere with the ongoing cleanup at the site, and also, and perhaps more importantly, would be safe for everybody to use. And so by working so closely and cooperatively with the township, I think that's what we've achieved here.
So even though this project is open today, this park, this will be an ongoing project. We Still have to finish the pedestrian bridge, which is kind of directly across the lake behind us. We'll be hopefully finding a solution for that, which goes over like a small stream. So if you don't have waterproof boots on, you can't make the whole loop today, but that'll be coming very, very soon. We also hope to have some educational kiosk and signage interpretation about the wildlife people might find here, and also the environment. And our goal is to have potentially some school trips back here, maybe some science classes come in and learn about all the different variety of animals and environment we have here. So let's, Mayor Cohen, cut the ribbon, shall we? Congratulations everybody here, and everybody's more welcome to take a walk this way.